Okay, so today I got an email from YouTube about the YouTube Partner Program and differences they're making to it and updates they're making. So I'm going to turn my mic up real quick. About what requirements you need now for your videos to be monetizable and your channel to be monetizable and for you to earn revenue from the site. Now, I read this email like 3 hours ago. At this point, I've had time to really think about my opinions on it, had time to develop my opinions on it, and I've calmed down. And so right now I'm going to discuss this topic in a way that I can show my opinions on why it can be a good thing and is a good thing, but also why it is a bad thing for me personally. I'm not saying it is a bad thing completely. I am not faulting YouTube in any way for doing this. Like, I don't really agree with what they're doing, but I don't want to seem like just some random small YouTubers like moaning because I'm not getting my 5 cents a month or whatever. Because I completely get when people are saying about like, oh, whatever, you don't need the revenue, you don't make it much anyway. Completely understand that. I get that like utterly, but I'm just going to talk real quick about my opinions on this. So I'm going to go through a bit of context. It used to be originally there was no partner program on YouTube. You could not make money on YouTube. There was no actual way, unless you'd get sponsorships or something, but they're probably very rare. I don't really know, but there's no way to get AdSense off of the site until that was obviously brought in. Since I was doing YouTube, there was a way to get revenue off the site. It was basically anyone could get it. Like, it was pretty much just anything you uploaded. If you had done, gone through making an AdSense account, monetizing your content and going to a network specifically, then you could make revenue. It was a very small amount, and it was not, if depending on how many views you got, it was likely a very small amount for other channels around my size. But I'm not going to be talking about how much you're making. I'm just going to be saying that you could make money. Then after the whole PewDiePie, Wall Street Journal, YouTube's bad for advertisers fiasco happened in 2017, because of the little amount of ads that were actually left on the site, YouTube said, okay, we're going to have to do something about this. So channels were capped at 10,000 views lifetime to be able to make monetizable content, which means that until your channel had 10,000 lifetime views, you could not monetize your videos and you could not get ads on them and you could not earn money. Which at first, when it happened, I was like, oh, that's a bit disappointing, but I completely get that. Like, 10,000 views shouldn't be too hard to get, right? Yeah, that's what I thought too. However, 2 weeks ago, I hit 10,000 views. I've been on this channel for almost 2 years now. So yeah, I hit 10,000 views. I was happy about that. I was like, okay, I can finally get revenue again. Even though I know it's not a lot, it still kind of motivates me a little bit. Of course, I don't do YouTube just for the money. I'm going to have to emphasize this a lot because I know some people are going to take this video completely the wrong way. But, it's just nice when you put a lot of effort into something to get a little bit back. And when you want it to be like, a source of income when you get older and for you to make it, then it is nice to see like the slow increase of it over time. I'm not saying that this is, this needs to happen. I'm just saying that it is nice. It kind of increases your morale. It kind of makes you feel better about what you're doing and saying, okay, I'm not growing very well at the moment. However, there is this. This is helping with my life. So, 2 weeks of monetized content. I'm going to say 2 weeks. I earned 9 cents from ads, and I want to be honest, it felt nice. I'm not saying, oh my god, I was getting so much money rolling in the cash from YouTube. I'm just saying it felt nice to do that. I just felt like a real YouTuber again. I am one anyway, or I'm not one. Up to you to decide that, really. It just felt back like how it used to. I can't stress enough how it's not because I was making money. It's not because I'm so happy I'm making money now. It was just something about it. Like, when you put a lot of time into something like this, and your end goal, of course, or one of your end goals is to make this a career opportunity, when such a big step like actually gaining money again from it happens, then it's like, I'm getting closer. It's happening. Even if it is a little jump, it's still a jump nonetheless. Like, this is all personal, basically. However, the new email has made it, but the new YouTube Partner Program eligibility has made it so to make revenue on the site now, you have to have over 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watch time within 12 months. I'm gonna say real quick, 4,000 hours. If you don't agree with me, that's completely fine. I am seeing people's arguments for why this is a good thing. I completely get that. I'm seeing people's arguments for why this is a bad thing. I completely get that. I'm just sharing my opinion on this. The email says, under the new eligibility requirements announced today, your YouTube channel Glitch Gameplays is no longer eligible for monetization because it does not meet the new threshold of 4,000 hours of watch time within the past 12 months and 1,000 subscribers. As a result, your channel will lose access to all monetization tools and features associated with the YouTube Partner Program on 20th of February 2018, unless you surpass this threshold in the next 30 days. Accordingly, this email serves as 30 days notice that your YouTube Partner Program terms are terminated. Like I said, it's not just happened to me, it happened to a lot of channels underneath 1,000 subscribers or underneath that watch time. Now, why was this saddening to me when I first read it? If I'm going to go all Onision on it, then basically I've been fired again. However, if I'm going to be logical on it, the reason this hits me is because the thing I said about the fact that I love doing YouTube, okay? I have to really stress this because this is not going to get through to some people. I love doing this, okay? I have been doing it for almost 4 years. In July, I'll be doing YouTube for 4 years, almost 2 years seriously. And of course, my end goal is to do something I love, being YouTube, for a career. That's just kind of logical in my opinion, and the fact that it is possible, even though it is very unlikely, the fact that it is possible is cool, and that's like, you know, what I'm working towards as a main goal. I think that's pretty fair to say. If you love to make music, your end goal is to be a music producer or something for your career. If you love to make art, then your end goal is to be an artist. To be a comedian, same thing, kind of makes sense, okay? Now with YouTube, I'm aware that being a YouTuber full-time is very unlikely. It's a very slim, it's a very rare opportunity. You have to be very lucky for it. Like, you have to make good content, of course, but also there's also the algorithm, people finding you, watch time, views, all this kind of stuff goes against you, and it's very hard for this to become a thing, okay? I'm completely understanding of that. I have been understanding of that for months, years. I'm fine with that. Like, say fine, I deal with it. However, when things like this happen, it's hard to stay up in inspiration, because what's happening is, it's basically you're going forward. Like, imagine this is me when I could gain monetization revenue before. I was going forward very, very slowly, suddenly getting knocked back again. 2 weeks ago, finally started getting revenue again, and then get knocked back again. I know people's arguments have been, you're not getting anything anyway, and it will be good because when you hit these thresholds that YouTube will put in place, then you're going to get a decent amount of revenue and you'll be able to live off of it, or, you know, it will be worth it in the end, is basically what people are saying. And I completely get that. That's completely understandable. If I ever reach these things, it will be great. I feel like I should probably explain the good side of this a bit more, because I didn't really explain it very well in this section. What people were saying was that this money, the reason that this is good is because you know, channels that upload like one video or something and get quite a few views or whatever, and have AdSense, like, you know, confirmed and enabled, and never collect that little bit of money, like, or just people who like gain like 1 cent a month or something and don't use that at all. All that money for lots of people doing that adds up, right? And so taking that away when it won't affect the people who are already not using that money, or already don't get enough of money from YouTube anyway to make use of that, taking that away and then giving it to the big creators again will be good, because of you know, since the adpocalypse happened and all the advertisers pulled out, they have, you know, take a cut in pay and stuff like that, and, you know, people are not happy about that. Like, there's had to have, like, you know, demonetization put in and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that's what they're saying anyway. So this money that people are not using and that is not actually important for people, instead of wasting it on people who don't need it, they're going to give it to the people who actually do need it, who need YouTube as a job and who were doing fine beforehand and are now struggling. This rule being put in place will help those people whose career is YouTube and need that help, which I agree with is a good idea. That makes complete sense. Like I said, I'm looking at this from the good side and from the bad side. During recording this, not on the day that I got the email, I was very much looking at it from the bad side, because I was disappointed. And I was just like, oh no, it's going to be harder, because it is. I feel like it's going to be harder, for YouTube to be a career. However, once you reach that threshold, it will instantly go from being really hard to easing the difficulty a lot, because when before you'd be making little bits of money and then you get past these thresholds that were not put in place, like past 1,000 subscribers, nothing would really change. Maybe the revenue would go up a little bit, but it wouldn't really change that much. You still wouldn't really get that much. You still wouldn't really be getting that much revenue. However, now it's like you'll be getting more, and so you'll be able to sustain yourself on the revenue that you get more because of this thing that's happening. I don't know, hopefully I'm explaining it well, I don't really know. However, like I said, it's very demotivating because it just feels like things are, smacking you in the knees. That's not a saying. Hurdles are getting in the way. And it wouldn't be that bad if it wasn't YouTube putting the hurdles in the way, and it also wouldn't be as bad if it was your fault. However, it's not your fault, it's the big guy's fault. This is all happening because the first one happened because of PewDiePie. I'm not blaming PewDiePie. I still love his content. He seems like a really good YouTuber in my opinion. The whole joke thing, alright, was taken completely out of context. But the fact is that we got punished for something that he did. With the Logan Paul, I'm sorry. All the media outlets saying about it again, YouTube being a horrible site. That's why this is happening again, because, likely more advertisers have pulled out. We haven't been told about it, but I'm willing to bet that more advertisers have pulled out because of this, the ones that are left. And so YouTube battling this again by saying, well, we don't have enough advertisements to go around and we need to use them for the people whose career is on YouTube. Of course, they're going to prioritize people whose career are on YouTube. That makes complete sense. But the point is, smaller YouTubers are suffering or having to pay the price and having to work harder because of something that's completely out of our control. And what's happening because of these big guys, because of Logan Paul specifically, I'm going to call out Logan Paul. Logan Paul's fine with money, right? Logan Paul's fine with money, with revenue. He could get his channel completely cut off, monetizable. He's got all this kind of merchandise stuff and all these kind of contracts and stuff. He's fine, alright? So when he makes a mess up like this, and then YouTube has to cut someone off for money, and they go to the smaller people, we haven't done anything. He has. We're getting punished more. For something that we had no control over, and something that we disagreed with. If you saw my Telegraph video, my opinion, I know I'm going to get some people disagreeing with me in the comments over this, or if I don't, I'm going to get a dislike, or if I don't, I'm going to get people just disagreeing with me in their heads, which I completely get. If you disagree with me, I'm completely fine. If you want to leave a comment about it and civilly talk about it and discuss about it, or hit me up on Twitter and we can discuss about it, that's completely fine. I'll be interested to talk to some people about this. I'm just sharing it from my opinions. If you disagree with them, I completely understand and I agree somewhat. I feel bad that I get down about this, like stressing once again, it's not all about the money. I've been doing this for way too long for this to be all about the money. The fact is that it's just a real blow when, you work really hard and then you finally feel like you're getting somewhere and then instantly get cut down to where you were before. But I don't know, maybe I'm making sense. Hopefully I'm making sense. Something else which isn't necessarily a good thing but will shut up a lot of mainstream media is that with this change, I feel like it will finally make, people who are like, I'm going to be a YouTuber, I'm not going to try in school and all this kind of stuff. I feel like it will make them people finally realise that it's not just piss easy to be a YouTuber. There's work that needs to go in and time and dedication. I've known a lot of people in the past, while I've been doing YouTube, who were just like, oh, I don't need this, I'll just be a YouTuber. You get paid so much money for that. And I'm just like, dude, if you realised how little you actually got paid, you would stop instantly. So I feel like that is also something that's good about this. I know it seems like I'm complaining, but I'm going to get this through real quick. I'm not quitting YouTube. This is not going to deter me completely from doing YouTube. I still love doing it as a hobby. I still love, discussing topics with with a camera and with people and with an audience and getting reception for my work, people's opinions and stuff. I still love that. And that's where I do it. I have a lot of fun doing this and I'm still doing it. However, all the small YouTubers who are complaining about this and saying, well, I'm not going to be a YouTuber now, I might as well quit now. Quit now. Like, if you really think that, oh, I'm not going to succeed, I might as well quit, then it's very clear that what your motives were from the start. that you were doing this because you saw PewDiePie or Sunday play games and get big, or you saw some people make a YouTube video and think, oh, that's easy, I can do that for loads of money, and now it's coming through to them that, no, guess what, you have to work quite a bit for that, then they're giving up. And so I think this is really going to change the website a little bit, and it's going to like the people who aren't actually passionate about what they do and just do it for a quick little bit of cash, it's finally going to like wheedle out those kind of people, and it's going to make it better for people who actually are passionate about the site. Hopefully it's not going to rid people like completely, like it's not going to rid like Sanando and Dervs and all them kind of people, but it is going to improve the website a little bit. However, I know I said, oh, you have to work hard for it. I do get also that you can work hard and not get much back for it. Believe me, I've been putting a lot of effort into this channel. I've been on it for 2 years and I haven't really got that massive of a place to it yet. So I'm very aware that when people say, oh my god, just work hard and you'll get there, I'm very aware that's not just how it works. So if you're out there and you're being demotivated about this, but you're still going to do YouTube, you're not the people who I'm talking about when I say just quit. The people I'm talking about are the people who are saying, there's no point of me trying, I'm going to stop trying. They're who I'm talking about, who should just end it now, because it's clear what their motives were. I'm seeing a lot of bigger YouTubers disagree with my opinions, obviously not mine specifically, but with smaller channels who are, you know, freaking out about this. A lot of bigger channels disagreeing and being like, oh my god, they only care about the money and stuff, which I get why they would think that. Then there are some people who get it. Like I said, I completely get both sides of the spectrum. I get when smaller channels are panicking because that little bit of revenue they had, they were using, even if it wasn't a lot. But like, I do agree with that. A lot of smaller creators are saying, oh my god, this is horrible, this is really going to affect me, when it's not going to affect them at all. I do get that when people who upload like one video every 3 months or something are now being like, oh, it's really going to affect me and all this stuff. I get that people are doing that, and I don't agree with that. YouTube's punishing the wrong people, but then again, like I said, I get completely why this is happening, because they need to share the ads out, and because, you know, people who aren't earning and like these amount of thresholds aren't really benefiting much from the system anyway. I don't know, it's a weird topic, it's a strange topic to talk about, and like I said, I would like to discuss with people about it. But yeah, I don't know, let me know your opinions in the comments. It'll be interesting to see other people's opinions on this. Now I gotta wait a lot more just so I can become a YouTuber. Just kidding. I'm not gonna become a YouTuber. What are you talking about? It's way too hard. I'm not gonna become a YouTuber, guys. I've just accepted that at this point that I'm just not gonna succeed at this in life. Like, it's extremely hard to do this, and I get that, and it's getting harder every day. It always does. But I've just accepted that I don't think I'm ever gonna reach 1,000 subscribers, or if I do, I don't know. It'll be very, very interesting to see. I just don't really think that I am gonna reach 1,000 subscribers. I just don't think I'm gonna become a YouTuber, guys. I think I should just like leave now. I'm not gonna leave now though. I know a lot of you guys want me to leave now, but I'm just not gonna leave now. But yeah, I just think that it'll be interesting to see what happens, and I like to let me know your opinions in the comments below. I think I should probably start talking like this now, because I look really, really stupid. Sorry for not uploading much. Was that as good for you as it was for me?